Done. There. There. Now you should hear me. You are muted. Okay, let's see. Let me get a test. Always a delay. Can you hear me? Everything looks good now. If it doesn't work now, I don't know what the heck to do. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Are we live and direct? Oh, you can hear me now. All right, let's start all over again. All right, so welcome to the live stream show tonight. We're going to do a question and answer thing, just talk about tech and all that. We're going to postpone the 5G Advanced stream until Tuesday. Yeah, we're going to do that on Tuesday night because we got to make sure that Zero Cool can have fun with us on that. So, got some really cool stuff. So, I talked to SMT. He said he's not going live tonight. So I said, heck, well, why don't we just go live tonight? So, just going to keep it just a short one. We're not going to do no 4 or 5 hour stream. I got to go to Best Buy. I'm going to get me a new display cable for my 4K monitor because it's acting kind of weird because this new graphics card I got is a 1.4B or 1.4A. So it has DSC and it likes a certain kind of cable. So I just want, plus I want to move my 4K screen on this side and put the 1080p on the left side. And the cable I have now is not long enough. So plus I want to get my mounts from my screen instead of having them on the desktop, put them up there. So yeah, I want to get that done. So there we go. Let's see who's in here so far. Oh, Official Tim Tech. Yo, he's here first. Okay. Bobby Warren's here. Hello there. S Blue Tech is here. Yep, we're live and direct. So I guess the video's okay. We're broadcasting 1080p. Got the fiber going. So it should be good. Gold Viz 4 Gaming's here. Let's see. We got the mute fixed. Well, it wasn't muted. It was just the soundboard was messing up. So I had to redo it on the soundboard. Let's see. I'll go back here to sound. I didn't even matching up to my phone. All my phones over there charging. So I didn't do that. So let's test the soundboard. Yep, it works. Got the kitty cat there going on. So yeah, so the soundboard works. So we can play all kinds of music or whatever we want to do. And Austin's here. Bobby 10-4. You heard about the T-Mobile Auction 108 Spectrum. Yes. So yeah, they finally got the green light. So now all the techs out there, the RF engineers are going to be going crazy and overloaded and trying to optimize all these tower sites and get that spectrum added, which it's a lot of work, and they fired half their engineers. So who knows when we'll start seeing all that stuff happening. And you're still limited on some phones. I mean, if you only have 3 carrier aggregation on your phones, you're still not going to be able to take advantage of anything, because they're going to stick out that fake 5G plus like maybe one channel of 100 megahertz of N41. So if you got 3 carrier aggregation, you're going to be rocking the N2 fake 5G, N66 5G, or the N71 or whichever, then a 100 megahertz channel. So now if you get the new phone, it's got 5 carrier aggregation, then now you're talking, because now you can have 3 carrier aggregation on N41 and 2 on fake 5G for sure. Bobby says, can I join? Oh, join what? There's nothing to join. I did send some links out to some people, but they're probably all busy. Everybody's always busy, seems like. T-Mobile has 180 in Dallas, and I get speeds over 1.2 gigs. Wow. Meanwhile, AT&T 177 doing 300. Well, the whole problem with AT&T right now is they're kind of doing things kind of crazy. They're using DC to get their 5G plus icon everywhere. So even though you got 5G plus and you got N77 you're logged onto, it's likely that N77 is far away, and that's what's screwing up your stuff. So that's the stupidest thing they could do. They would be better off to turn off the DC, and if there's only LTE nearby, just let it rock with LTE, and then you can get your 500 down and your 100 up on LTE. And then when you're on a tower that has N77 and LTE, then it can use N77 and a little bit of the LTE, and then you can get gigabit speeds. So, but AT&T doesn't want to do things right. They want to do things skunky way. So that's what they like to do. They do the skunky way there. And let's see. Oh, MS is here. How you doing there, buddy? TJ, Kazi. Wow, the whole gang. Jason, good evening, Rick. Almost missed the podcast. Uh-oh. Yeah, I sent a message out on Twitter and on the Discords, and if you all could do me a favor, if you can just share it, retweet it or send it out on your Facebooks and all your social media. Just say, hey, Ricky's live. Hey, hey. Yeah. I don't go live very often. So yeah, this is kind of a treat for you guys. So but I'm gonna start getting now that I got things set up here, my studio set up here, we're gonna start going live more and bring you guys some good stuff. And of course, we're going to hit the strip too. So, of course, we got a lot of wind going on right now, and it's kind of too windy to be out on the strip. So, but yeah, coming up, I'm going to do a strip, 4 miles up, 4 miles back on the strip, and do a live stream like I did that one time here. So, it'll be probably 4 hours because it's a 2 mile walk up and 2 mile walk back. So I was just letting things kind of wind down from the Super Bowl, and I know they got that construction going on in interstate, so kind of messy down there downtown a little bit. So, and let's see, we got Anthony in here. Hi there, buddy. Nice kitty. Yep. And then thoughts on the cyber attack hack on AT&T. And well, I actually think AT&T was trying to do some kind of upgrade. They're testing probably standalone, or they're testing something else. I think that's what they did. They was doing some kind of upgrade, and it crashed the whole system is what it did. Kind of like what happened to T-Mobile a while back. Remember a while back, T-Mobile was screwing around with standalone before they launched their fake standalone out, and it crashed on them. I think the similar thing happened. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand. Going from non-standalone to standalone is not an easy thing to do in tech. It's just, and you see, it's been a while since anybody's even tried to really do it. I mean, Skunky is kind of doing it, but they're just half-assing it right now because when you make a phone call, it goes back to LTE, so it's not real standalone because it has to have the real core that can support voice over NR and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. T-Mobile's been faking it till they make it for years, but I do have to say they're getting better. They're actually starting to get better, but the huge amount of bandwidth and still, it's only performing this much, it should be much better than that, but nothing is going to be good until 5G Advanced comes out. And we're going to talk about that on Tuesday night. 5G Advanced is going to be crazy. That's when we're going to be able to have real 5G, real standalone, and then finally retire fake 5G and LTE and just toss it out to pasture and leave it on for the people who don't want to upgrade their phones. Somebody has a 10-year-old phone that has LTE on it. Well, let them have 40 megahertz of LTE and have fun with it, while the rest of us can all have 5G Advanced and have crazy speeds and crazy pings and all that kind of stuff. I was thinking about going to Metro and some form. Did you mean some form? Verizon is going to fix my issues. She told me in my area. Oh, you must be in a rural area, Bobby. If you're in or an area that haven't did N77. If N77 is coming soon to your performance is going to get much, much, much better. So that's the whole thing. I wouldn't go to Skunky because then you're going to get hacked and all that kind of stuff. And but if it works best for you, you got to do what you got to do. But Austin says, I'm laying here recovering from a nasty cold. Don't wish it on nobody. Oh, okay. Ricky, couldn't you have N71, then N41, then like 10 plus 100 plus 60, even on 3, I think you mean 3 carrier aggregation? Are you, I don't know which one you're talking about. You couldn't have N71, then N41, then I don't know. I'm still confused what you're saying there, but yeah, the carrier aggregation combos has to be a certain way and everything. So, and the profiles have to be done too. So, I hate AT&T's 5G Plus icon, even though it's connected to low band N5 with Stux. LTE gets less than 10 megabits per second arms and doing a lot of congestion. They have the most market share. Yep. Yep. Oh, AT&T doing a skunkery. It's the UW tower, ultra wide tower. Uh-oh. Oh, looky who we got. We got the AT&T crash van here.
Hey, I sent you a
What's up, Carlos?
I sent you a link. Share it. Share the screen on that link. Go on your Twitter.
Share the link?
Yup.
What do you mean?
Share. Put it on the share screen. Like open it and then share your screen.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, bro, we're gonna talk about this.
Oh. Send a link. Okay, let's see what we got here.
If you want to go over some of the key details of it before we get into discussion on it. But
okay.
It's a very interesting situation.
Oh, okay.
And if something wasn't as critical, why is it going to this extent? Let's just put it that way.
Uh-huh. Did I hear somebody else come in? I heard somebody pop in here on the stream. Let's see. All right, it says here. Oh, let me change this here. Okay, so we got New York launches probe into nationwide AT&T network outage. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
New York prosecutors said Thursday they are opening investigation. Thousands of customers without service for 12 hours.
So
I keep hearing
Ricky,
beeping. Uh-huh.
So I want to ask you this. So if supposedly it was just the software, them getting an update and it crashing, one, why did the FBI surround the whole headquarters? Why was it surrounded with the FBI forensics team?
Yeah.
Number two.
Well, I mean, it could be just because, they're nosy.
Number two, why is the New York AG now wanting to do their own investigation with their own forensics?
Right. Yeah, that is kind of suspicious there.
Exactly.
It says the outage affected some consumer cellular, T-Mobile, US Cellular, and Verizon. There's no proof of that. Nobody said that those people had outages. Now, if you're on Verizon and you try to call an AT&T customer and it didn't go through, now you're assuming that it's a Verizon outage, but it wasn't. So I don't. There's nothing confirmed that T-Mobile, US Cellular, or Verizon had an outage. What I saw was it said that the AT&T stuff affected the others just because people couldn't get through to people.
But what it's coming down to, Ricky, at the end of the day, is that there's a bunch of states that are going to start opening up probes, and they're going to do their own investigations, because this didn't just affect. Remember, at the end of the day, this didn't just affect the consumer. This affected.
Yeah, this can affect a lot of businesses and public safety. Yep, exactly. So I don't blame them for trying to investigate things. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see. So, AT&T apologized for the disruption and offered $5 credit, which is a day's worth of cellular service. So I don't know what you guys think in the chat. Do you think $5 is worth, Ricky, worth a day, getting a day of free service? But what about the people who lost money that day?
Yep, the people who Uber, DoorDash, and stuff like that don't have small businesses that can't afford to have two providers like a enterprise or a big corporation.
Yep. What if an Uber driver lost $300 because he couldn't Uber all night? Yeah, and they got $5 credit. That's crazy. Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, a slap in the face. Oh, look at there, California blizzard. Sierra Mountains. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to get some high winds tomorrow. They're going to get a lot of snow up there. We're going to miss all the rain and stuff, but we're going to have all that stuff, though. All right. Here we go. We got it. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, Mike's in here. Hello. You didn't get no notification? Yeah, that's why you gotta always have your Twitter on so you can see when I post on Twitter. And yeah, and if everybody can, repost the stream to your social media so everybody knows. Looks like we got 20 people in here. That's pretty good. And where's the 4K last? Well, StreamYard only does 1080, so that's what we're doing. We're just doing 1080. Most people don't watch 4K on their phones because they don't have the premium service anyway. So, it's nice, but I mean, 1080p rocks pretty good. So, hope ATT does okay with standalone. Someone was saying they're going to try to launch it this spring. They're not going to be able to. I saw it on the Reddit though, so I can't say it's trustworthy source. Yeah, well, AT&T is going through some problems right now. They're choosing Open RAN too, so
they have
that's
standalone
gonna
out here. You know that, right?
no.
Yes. They have
Well, I
standalone
can
out
tell you
here.
right now, if they offer standalone, it's going to work like crap
It
because
does work like crap.
if you have standalone on, okay, that means you only have 50% of the towers that you can use. So the other 50% of towers you're not going to be able to access. So what the phone's going to be doing is it's going to be going from standalone to non-standalone to standalone to non-standalone, back and forth, back and forth. And what's that going to do to your phone? It's going to eat your battery up. It's going to eat up your battery, and the handoffs are going to be horrible. And it's just going to be a shitty performance. And AT&T is already shitty, so it's going to just enhance it, make it worse. So AT&T is dumb for even trying it. Not until they get N77 on every single tower, and not until actually 5G Advanced. I don't think standalone should come out until 5G Advanced comes out. I mean, look at Dish. I mean, Dish has got standalone, but that's because they built it from ground up and they used it with fake 5G. And that's why it's working. But that's the only reason. Well, Verizon need low band to have reliable 5G standalone, and nope, not with the new technology, not with 5G Advanced. Not at all. But actually, right now, I mean, I posted us on Twitter. I actually showed you guys that N77 signal was stronger than low band or mid band. It was actually stronger. So I think that's pretty wild that you get a signal of 103 on N77, and then the rest of them are all 110. Very low signal. So actually, N77 is outperforming the rest of them. So actually, if anything, it's probably hindering things more than anything else. But with 5G advanced when it comes out, dude, you're going to have millimeter wave nationwide on every macro. That's what's going to happen. Verizon's going to put millimeter wave on every macro. And it's going to work 3 miles indoors and 5 more miles outdoors. And then, of course, they're going to use standalone on it, and then they're going to put N77 with it. So can you imagine 1,000 megahertz of N77 and then 160 to 200? Well, some places have only 120, but a couple channel carrier aggregation of the 3.7 N77. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to work very, very well. And with that standalone, you're not going to need any of the old LTE crap. Now the fake crap or the LTE crap. You won't need it no more. Because with GigaMIMO, it works much, much better than any kind of 2x2, 4x4 low band. Well, low band can't be 4x4, but like 2x2 on low band and 4x4 like on band 66 or band 2. Trying to get my friend to leave AT&T to go to Verizon. Yeah, well, that'd be a wise decision. Well, it just depends on where they are too. So it just depends where they go. So also here in a minute, I'll pull up the maps here, and we're going to look at the maps. And if you guys got a place that you want me to look at, I can show you what the coverage is. So we can do that too. So, and then here soon too, we're going to do some question and answer. So we're just going to take answers, and somebody keeps setting off fireworks out there. I keep hearing kabooms going on out there. AT&T does have 5G standalone activated in Dallas on most of their towers. I was able to confirm it on the S24 Ultra on a provisioned AT&T account. Yep, well, there's no reason to even mess with it because it's just horrible. LTE isn't a good option since 5G is not running on all the bands. Yep. Well, I mean, you don't want it to run on low band or mid band because it's trash. It's only 20 megahertz channel and it don't have massive MIMO. It's completely worthless. So, but that's okay. 5G Advance is coming out.
Well, you know that
it'll take a couple
so they're
years,
doing
but it's coming. Mm-hmm.
so AT&T. So I've noticed that it actually almost it's actually every site here that it connects to, except for in Henderson. That's the only place where it doesn't connect. Everywhere else in the valley connects to that standalone. But it's
Oh.
N5 and 77, but no DoD though. Just 77 and 5.
Uh-huh.
But it's not good. And then when you make a call, it falls back to NSA.
Yeah. So I mean, what's the
Yeah.
point?
So it's
Basically
just like
doing the
the
same fake
T-Mobile one.
standalone like
Yeah.
T-Mobile. Exactly. Yep. Excited to see U.S. Mobile roll out across the AT&T network. Then they will have access to all three MNOs. Okay, cool. U.S. Mobile. Yep. And yeah, I know it's available a few markets per person on Reddit, Dish. Subreddit was bringing up they wanted to do nationwide launch this spring. Yeah, well, it's a big mistake. I hope there's a switch on your phone where you can go and toggle it off and turn it off, because I don't want bad performance. So why should I have standalone when I have half the bandwidth and everything? And then right now, N77 is not optimized good enough to use by itself. So your uploads are going to stink, because we need 5G Advanced and we need better massive MIMO before the uploads are going to improve, because it's on TDD, which uses the same frequency. So right now, in order to get good upload speeds and good download speeds, you gotta have non-standalone. There's nothing wrong with it, not at all. So I don't know why they're even pushing it. It's okay to experiment with it, but to push it out is stupid. But you know, we see a lot of stupid things happening. How's standalone been for you so far? He says. Shitty, bang, bang, right? I cannot confirm that information, Jason, since I confirm not all towers have it, and yet some of their sites don't even have N77 yet. That's pro. How can you go standalone when you don't even have all 5G rolled out? I mean, the real 5G stuff rolled out. It's crazy. And then some sites, they're only putting, like you said, 40 megahertz of N77. They're not doing the other 40 megahertz of 3.4 gigahertz. You were just saying standalone would affect Dish. That's why it was on Dish. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's old news, but it still happened, and it's a big problem. California getting slammed by rainstorms. Yep. Yeah, there's a big high pressure off the coast, and then there's a low pressure that's going over Northern California, and it's creating a pressure gradient. So today we're having strong winds out of the south, and then tomorrow the winds are going to kick out of the northwest, and we're supposed to have 65-mile-an-hour gusts over here in Vegas. So it's going to be interesting what happens tomorrow. Yeah, so maybe you should go up on a hilltop somewhere, Carlos, and live stream, and you can show them how fast the wind blowing. You get blown by dust, get sandblasted, get your car sandblasted. That way you get it painted again.
Nah, right now I'm on a loaner anyways.
Oh, not again. Some police departments in rural Texas at FirstNet, since Verizon doesn't get good coverage in Texas. Yeah, I've seen there's a lot of spaces. It's a lot of parts of Texas that's not covered yet. Yeah, I've seen that. I hope AT&T get bought by Verizon. Oh, that's what you mean. Verizon gave you a $60 bill credit because my phone kept going into SOS. Oh, that's bad. I got that stuff turned off on mine. I'm happy that I had Dish, AT&T during outage. Got notification. Hey, everyone, I'm here. First responders could not work. Yep, that's bad. Hello, Justin. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see the RFK RLV. Yeah, it's Ricky Las Vegas now. Yeah, that's right. And then we got, let's see. Oh, you got a new phone. You got a Galaxy S24 Plus, and you left AT&T, and now you have Spectrum. Well, there you go. That's a good price, and now you got a quality network. So I think your performance is going to do pretty good. Because Spectrum uses Verizon. Very good. Traded your 23 Plus then. Nice. Yeah, and I got my little thingy here too. Yeah. This is what happens when you make a girl happy. She sends you gifts. Yeah, it's crazy. Jesus is right. Oh my gosh. They want to buy your love. That's what they want to do. Buy your love. Here, I'll send you a new phone. Okay. AT&T last time upgraded their indoor DAS. Oh, N260. Yeah, but AT&T's millimeter wave sucks though for most part. You get 10 or 2 gigs on their millimeter. See, I mean that's a lot of spectrum to get only 2 gigs. So I don't know if it's backhaul that's the reason why it's not as fast, or if maybe it's a higher frequency since it's 39 gigahertz instead of 28. Because you got to remember you're jumping 10 gigahertz higher. So that's another reason why the upper frequency bands like 47, 48, 49 gigahertz, those parts of the millimeter wave, you got to have GigaMIMO for that stuff to really make it work really good. GigaMIMO is going to be amazing. Oh, Austin's got N77, go 5 miles in the woods. Yeah, if they put it high enough on the tower, there's some AT&T sites down there in the Keys that they put N77 up at 300 feet on the tower, and that shit will go 7 miles. Yeah, it only goes about 1 to 2 miles indoors. It doesn't work very good indoors, but the outdoors, yeah, you can catch a really good signal. The indoors not going to improve until 5G Advanced comes out. Barbecue AT&T. Oh, that's crazy. It's stupid of AT&T to do that. Yeah. Those towers in the mountains in Henderson where PepCon used to be are for television channels. It will still be cool scenery to film them on the drone. Okay. Yeah, I might just do that. But yeah, I know the towers you're talking about. I can actually see them out my window, or I can go up on my roof and I can look over and I can see them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think there's like 6 towers up there. I think 6 great big 300-foot towers. So that's crazy. They put a 300-foot tower on top of the hilltop, and then they put all their FM radio stuff on there and FM TVs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, more drone videos are coming. We're doing some more. So what'd you guys think of intros? I did instead of the full 5-minute version, I made a quick like 30-second version of both those drone videos that I did here in Vegas. So kind of give you that new intro since I'm not in the Keys no more, even though there's really pretty scenery down there. But I figured, yeah, well, let's keep it in Nevada, So let's change everything to Nevada. So hope you guys like that. Okay. Let's see. I bought a new phone too, the Xfinity Mobile Galaxy A15 5G, like my new phone. Okay. There you go. New phone's always best. Oh, you like the new intro. It was nice. Yeah. All right, so we caught up there in the comments. So let's see. So what should we do next? What do you think, Carlos? What do you think we should do? Should we do just question and answer session? Just have everybody just post their questions and stuff?
I mean, sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Let's see. I think there's actually a question answer section that you can do on YouTube now. Isn't there something you can do now? Here, let me look here and see. I think it's in the chat, ain't it? Or in the customization, you can do live commentary. Is that what it's called? Live commentary? Is that what that is?
I think so.
Live. Okay, live commentary mode limits participants to the people you approve for. Oh no, that's just limit. Okay, that's just for that. So I thought I swear there was a new feature on YouTube that lets you do that. Well, but I don't know. Let's see.
It's YouTube, man.
Yeah, YouTube. Well, I tried to. I got an account set up on Kick now because Kick is like really, really cool. I was watching Jack Doherty's live stream over. He's in LA. They was wanting to send that Norway kid and have him jump off the pier into the water, but the cops told them they would arrest everybody if they did it, so they kind of abandoned it. And then now everybody's saying, "Oh, it's clickbait." Well, how's it clickbait when the cops stopped it? So I mean, it's crazy. But the Kick live stream looks beautiful. It's really good. And and they're playing music. You don't have to worry about being demonetized on that side and everything. So I tried to do this stream on Kick as well, but it's not working. So I got to figure out why I can't stream to Kick from StreamYard. So once I figure that out, well, that's what we're going to be doing. Huh? No, we're going to do that in the future. We're going to be streaming from Kick too, and you never know. Maybe in the future, I might move everything from YouTube over to Kick, and that's what we'll do. So it seems like a pretty good platform, and I can do everything I'm doing right here on StreamYard right over to Kick. So pretty cool.
Kick. I was thinking about maybe TikTok, man.
No, I don't know about no TikTok. I do got TikTok now, so I did post on Twitter for you guys. So I do have TikTok on there. So I do have a TikTok account. I got Kick. I think I got a Rumble account too. So I'm going to have to try to see if I can stream to Rumble. So I got to get some backups because YouTube's got me chat banned. So I can't even post anything. So it's crazy. They keep banning everything I type. So YouTube just sucks. And you don't make any money. And yeah, don't forget too, if you guys want to support the channel, let me see. Where did it go? Oh, it's making me log in again? Why does it make me log in again? I was just logged in. Here, let's see if it'll let me log in. I'm logging into my Buy Me a Coffee account. So what the hell? There's nothing here. Complete your page? Oh no. Something's wrong. Here, let me try something else. Then the destination is on your right. Let me try something else. Because I know I have an account made up already. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so there's the home page. Yeah, I haven't had any donations for a year now, so. And I got the membership page too now. So you can get the membership. Let's see. Oh, I still got to go in there and do some editing on there too. But here, let me post it in here. So if anybody, I know times are tough and all that, but just think about it. If every person that's watching the live stream donates $1, right now I get 21 bucks. So just for $1, you know, that'll help. And if I do a live stream every week, you know, it's a numbers game, you know, so it makes things really good. So there, if you want to do the membership or just a one-time thing, you can do it. And the thing about it is, they don't take half your money like YouTube does. YouTube takes half your damn money. So where you do the Buy Me a Coffee, you get more of it. So, oh, Marcus is here. Big Term Tech is here. How you doing, buddy? And oh, we got Josh. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Oh, here, let me go back up on the. Let's see. It was a nice intro. I like the new intro. Seeing the mountains in the background. Yeah, the desert. Desert life. Yes. Yes, it's a poll. Oh, you have to create a poll? No, I don't think it's a poll.
Not that great, dude.
Oh, you're in a bad area? Yeah, that sucks. Tim says he likes Kick. Pixel 8 Pro doesn't have the best modem, but performance on NSM seems to be fine here with Verizon. Okay. Yeah, what modem is in the Pixel 8 Pro? It's not Qualcomm, I don't think. It's probably that, what is it, that Dimensity crap or whatever. Probably. I have to look that up and see. What's your TikTok? Oh, let's see. Let me see if I can find the TikTok. TikTok. All right, let's see. TikTok creator. Let's see. Let me refresh the page. TikTok. Oh, there we are. There's TikTok. Of course, I haven't posted anything on there yet. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, you can go live on TikTok? I didn't know that. Oh, you can go live on TikTok. I didn't know. Oh, geez. I didn't even know that. Let me go. Wait a minute. I don't want. Why is it playing all this crap on the screen? Okay, here. Inbox. Oh, Tito followed me already. James did. And oh, Carlos did. Yeah, Carlos. All right, here. Let me put it on here. Where to go? View profile. Okay, here it is, right here. I don't know if I put it on my page or not, but I need to update all that stuff, make everything's good there. But yeah, there's TikTok. So I'll have to figure out how to go live, do the live on there. And then we got, may you have a link. Josh says, yo. Well, at least I have a backup. My data says to go on a phone T-Mobile for now. My hometown Verizon only working phone calls. Uh-oh. Yeah. Got my new phone carrier unlocked, but no good fooled. Samsung put the lock status. Oh crap. All right, there's the coffee link. You can do a membership or just a one time. So if everybody just donates $1 each live stream, just $1, that all adds up. So if you get 20 people watching in a whole month, do a live stream a week, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's $80. That'll help cover with the StreamYard is $50. So that kind of help out with things there. So yeah, doing these things ain't cheap anymore. They keep raising the price on everything. So and we got, I should pop in, but I'm falling asleep. Well, we'll keep you awake. Been a minute, Ricky. How you been? Oh, we've been good. Good. It's good to be back live again. We're going to do live streams each week. We're going to at least do one, but we're going to probably do more than that. I mean, we may just do one every evening there when SMT's not going live or somebody else ain't going live. But there's not very many people going live anymore, so it seems like some of the other channels just fallen out. I mean, I was kind of like out of the picture for a while with my move from the keys to here, because my graphics card took a big dump and all that kind of stuff. So that sucks. So that put the computer out of business. So, and I got everything. I took everything out of storage and put it in my closet. My closet's really huge, so there's no sense of paying $100 for storage because they jacked the price up. So I moved everything in here and put it in storage. Got the green screen out, so we're all good to go. I got extra lighting in here, so it lights it up. So yeah, that thing, you got to have good lighting behind you if you're going to do this. You got a 22 Ultra. Well, that's a good phone. I mean, it's not as good as the new ones, but yeah, 23 started getting better battery life, and then 24 is really good on battery life. It's really impressive. So did you hear about Spectrum speeds going to match very soon? DOCSIS 4.0 coming. Yeah, well, I you know me, I hate cable. I don't even like talking about cable. I hate cable. Hate them. There's a TikTok. Paul Mitchell didn't see any laptops with Snapdragon and Costco today. Uh-oh. And what's up, Marcos? US Cellular is the best provider. That's not what I heard. I guess if this is the only person that has a tower in your area, it's the best provider. What's up, Mr. US Cellular shill? Josh, you're so funny. Can't wait for Texas AT&T performance. Yeah, I can't wait for 5G advanced. That's what. Price and stuff in the country just stupid, crazy. Don't even want to dive down that rabbit hole. Yeah, me neither. Don't get me started. Price of stuff in this country is stupid. S25 Ultra going to be a full redesign here. That's what I heard. I heard that as well. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Maybe Samsung will get off their ass and actually give us DSDA, which they lied. They said they was going to give it to us this time. Well, it's in the modem, but they didn't do it. So here's a warning. If you have an S24 Ultra phone or even a 23 Ultra phone, you can't run both sims at the same time. You got to pick one and restart your phone. If you do not, your performance will suffer. You will have issues. And we proved it. Carlos has proved it. I proved it. I posted stuff. Sometimes you get half the speed. And it's just crazy. They're definitely interfering with each other. And I think the reason Apple doesn't have that problem with DSDA is because it actually has two radios and they have something, they modified the transceiver so it splits it half so that each one doesn't interfere with each other. So they can both be running, and they have a antenna that's modified. They can handle both the transceivers in there. I think that's what it is. So I don't know why Samsung can't get it right, but unless maybe Apple has the patents on that technology and Samsung can't do it because they're afraid of getting sued. Who knows? I don't know. So we'll have to do a deep dive in that later and see what's up with that. But if you got a 23 or 24, dual SIM running, pick one. If you're on AT&T, pick it, restart it. If you're on Verizon, pick it, restart it. The phone will even tell you have to restart it. If you don't, It's going to be horrible performance. But the X75 modem is amazing. It really does really good on cell edge. Does even better than the 23. Even better. I mean, I had minus 110 on N77, and I still got 500 down and like 30 or 40 up on cell edge. It was crazy. I did not hear that, but I know Spectrum might get a bigger network. Yeah, this Comcast. Yeah, I think that's a horrible idea. That's like taking Dumb and Dumber and putting them together. Crazy. Cable's the best. Come on, Marcus. Come on. It's going to knock out the water. It's supposed to be 10 gig. Yeah, right. I don't know about that. All right, so let's see. Let's do some question. Of course, I can't do it on here. Let's see. I know you can do polls on here on the. Let's see. Got this on here. I know I can do a poll in the chat thing here, but can't do. Let's see. Shoot, I forget even how to do the poll during the chat. I haven't YouTube in a long time here. It's been a while. Shoot, how the heck you do it? I can't remember now. Oh, here we go. Oh, here it is right here. I found it. Engage with your audience. Oh, here, let me do this. Okay, yeah. I knew there was something. I knew that feature was available. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. All right, so let me put this over here so I can see it. I found it. Make this bigger so I can see more. Yeah, that feature is here. You can do a poll or a question and answer session. Yes, you can. I see it now. All right, let's see live chat. There we go. All right, so now I go down here and the plus sign. Here we go. Here it is. There's start a poll. And let's see. Yeah, we can do a poll question later, but let's do this. Answer viewers' question live. Let's do this. Start. Okay, what do I got to do here now? Say something. Why do I got to say something? Okay, let's start the session. There we go. I guess you got to do that first, and then it goes through. All right. Oh, okay, here it goes. Question list. Okay, there we go. It says it's live. 100. Little hearts. I think they copied that from Twitter, didn't they? All these little things where you can show support. Okay, let's start the session. All right. All right, we got a question. Marcus, why is T-Mobile the best provider? Oh, it's being funny now. Being funny. All right, let's get my other thing back up here. Where did I lost my page. Oh, here we go. There, we got that. Why is T-Mobile the best provider? What do you think, Carlos? Why is T-Mobile the best provider? Carlos is working right now, so he might not be the answer. Well, that's a funny question, Marcus, because, yeah, okay. Well, it depends on where you are. I guess if T-Mobile has a tower in your backyard and Verizon and AT&T doesn't, then I guess they would be your best provider. What do you think about Spectrum versus T-Mobile? I think it's great because Spectrum uses the Verizon network. So that's the advantage. Plus, so you get the good price and you get the good network. That's what I think about Spectrum versus T-Mobile. And Josh says, Dish is king. Well, that's not a question, Josh. Bad Josh. Kazi, put him in detention. Are the carriers in need of more spectrum, or do they have enough? Yes, that's a great question. We need more spectrum. We got quite a bit in millimeter wave up there. There is some more up there that they can auction off. 12 and 13 gigahertz. That should be like a priority for the FCC, but them dumbasses, their priority is just, I don't know what their priority is. It's obviously not helping the carriers get more spectrum. So that's kind of crazy. So, and then of course, the 3 gigahertz band's all just about tapped out. I mean, you got like another 100 to 200 section. But if you divide that by 4 carriers, then it's like little chunks of like 40 megahertz. A 40 megahertz chunk is not the ideal thing for 5G, real 5G. The best thing to have is a 100 megahertz channel. And where can you get that? Well, millimeter wave. Look at Verizon N261. You got 8 100 megahertz channels, and look at the performance. So 3 gigahertz is not the answer. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to get some more down there, but I don't think the FCC is going to be able to clear enough to make it worth anybody's while. Paying all that money for 40 megahertz is just completely stupid. So, but they do need some more spectrum on the upper mid band, which is what they're calling 12 and 13 gigahertz, because you can use GigaMIMO. That's the lowest frequency you can use on GigaMIMO. Qualcomm already has GigaMIMO that they're testing on 13 gigahertz and millimeter wave, which that's coming on Tuesday night's live stream. So you guys tune in Tuesday night with me and Zero Cruel. We're going to talk about release number 19, 5G Advanced. Release 18 was the first half of it. Now the other half's coming out, and Qualcomm's doing some amazing stuff. So we're going to be showing you how 5G Advanced is going to make things good. And since you're talking about spectrum, since we don't have enough spectrum, now what they have to do is make what they have more efficient. And that's where GigaMIMO and full subband full duplex, all this new 5G advanced tech's coming out. And what that's going to do is you're going to get 40% more speed with the same spectrum. You're going to save 40% on your electric bill, and you're going to get 40% more coverage. That's a win right there. So you get more coverage, more speed, less electric bill on the same amount of spectrum. And that's what is going to be forced to the carriers, because the FCC can't do their damn job. But they still need to get us some 13 gigahertz. Definitely. Paul says, when will Dish fold? That's a good question there. Dish is in trouble. What Dish needs to do to save themselves is they need to do a T-Mobile. Not the skunky network side. No. They need to do a T-Mobile as in marketing. So that's the mistake. Dish should be aggressively doing marketing and trying to get more customers. So they have more customers, they have more money, then they can upgrade the network. There's a fix for the standalone on Open RAM. So now you're going to be able to add N77 to it, because there's a fix now. We're going to talk about that on Tuesday as well. So here coming up, Dish will be able to add their N77 and their millimeter wave. Of course, they would be smart to wait until the new technology comes out, because why put up the old technology and have to rip and replace it in 2 years? So, but it's coming pretty soon. Dish is going to be able to do it. Will they have enough money to keep their head above water? So, Josh's Dish is king. Oh, there you are. You're back. Then
yeah,
I know you're busy at work and everything, and you crashed your AT&T van. I see it. It looks really bad shape right there.
Yeah,
but that's what's going on with Dish. So the question is when will Dish fold, Carlos? I just told them what I believe, that if they don't get their act together, get more subscribers, get more funding, that they're in trouble. In a couple of years, they could be bought or bankrupt. What's Dish need to do to survive?
DOJ won't let it fail, because if they let it fail, then that's literally, you already got Supreme Court judges already fueling. They're actually giving it attention that the Sprint and T-Mobile merger was a bad idea.
That's right. 100% agree with that. Oh, you sent me a message. You're backstage. Yeah, you dropped out and came back in. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the beep. So that's at 8. All right. I hate this when it moves my chat over here. Why does it do that? Keeps doing it. All right, so the next question says, oh, can I click on it? Does it post it up here? Oh, I see. Okay, when you click on it, you can go to the channel, select the question. It doesn't post it up here, does it? No. You can report it, remove it, put it on timeout. Oh, okay, all that stuff. Select it, but it doesn't put it on the screen. That's kind of weird. All right, so the next question is, why does AT&T skip some sites in Dallas, Texas when they deploy N77? Why is AT&T LTE so slow in Dallas-Fort Worth market, and some areas struggle to get 5 megabits like in Grapevine, Texas? All right, so I got a couple things here. So the first thing, why do they skip sites? Well, AT&T is probably doing the same thing Verizon does, and they're prioritizing the sites. Any site that needs more capacity, they're upgrading first to the N77. And also they're skipping it. They're kind of doing the same approach that T-Mobile did, because T-Mobile wanted to get their pops. See, it's all about the pops. Pops. We got to have the most pops of 5G. That icon has to go further. It has to reach here. It's all about the pop. It's all about that. They should stop worrying about the pops. But that's what they're doing. AT&T puts up a tower. They skip 3 towers. They put up another tower with N77. Then they skip 3 more. And then what they do is they turn dual connectivity on. So you connect to LTE. It connects to this N77, 7, 8 miles, 10 miles away. And it ruins LTE. So that's what the problem. And if LTE is performing bad, that just means they don't have enough backhaul, or they're getting a lot of interference. But that's the problem with LTE. It's only a 20 megahertz channel. If you broadcast out too much power, then you get too much interference. So that's the thing. LTE is not that good. So as they densify LTE, it actually hurts it more. So that's why we got to leave LTE. We got to get rid of it. LTE is fake 5G out. So the only thing that's going to save us is 5G Advanced, GigaMIMO, standalone. That's going to save us. That's the future. But we're talking billions and billions and billions of dollars. How are they going to get billions and billions of dollars? Well, guess what? I just read an article earlier today. Guess what it said? AT&T and Verizon is raising prices again next month. Do you hear about that, Carlos?
What do you
They're raising their prices. AT&T and Verizon is raising prices again.
Well, I think the price raise goes in effect for Verizon this month, but I don't think they're raising it again.
I just read that. Yeah, I just read that. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it in here. Verizon AT&T raises prices. Let's see. Okay. So this is, well, let me see. Not anytime. Let's see. Past week. Oh, here's the article right here. Oh, it says some. Okay, so this is 1 day ago. Okay, so this is Verizon plans to increase lines $4 per line. Let's see, what's AT&T say? Oh yeah, AT&T price hike too. Let's see what it says. It says major U.S. telecom giants Verizon and AT&T have announced imminent price hikes affecting customers in certain older unlimited plans. March 1st, these customers will witness a monthly increase of $4 per line, marking a significant shift in billing expectations. Verizon assures that its newer My Plan platform will not see these adjustments, offering a sliver of relief. So these are older plans they're raising up. So the newer plans are staying the same again. And then let's see, AT&T, let's see, March 5th. Oh, they're raising the bill by 99 cents per line. But they're promising to add perks too. So yeah, think about that. So if 1 million customers get charged 99 cents, they just made $1 million a month. But that's what I keep saying is they have to do it, because how else are they going to build 5G Advanced? Where's the money going to come from 5G Advanced? Well, it's going to come from
out of their ass.
Price increases. Yeah, that's right. All right, where did this go here? I just lost my little the window for the. Oh gosh, I hate the window layout on the tab layout on Windows 11. Okay, so where did my question and answer session go to here? Let's see if I can find it. All right. Let's see. Okay, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Found it. All right, so let's finish the questions here. Oh, okay, then the second part. Why is AT&T slow? Oh, okay. Well, the networks are getting congested. Even N77 is getting congested. So Android versus iPhone. Here's a good question. Tim says, Android versus iPhone, which is better? Well, it just depends on what you like better. It depends on how you like your features, how you like the phone, the way the phone lays out, because each one has their own menu things. It has their own perks. Like, was it iMessage you guys got? There's a thing called iMessage you get. Yeah. And say, well, Carlos knows more about Android or iPhones than me. Now, me for the Androids, that's my main thing here too. But I mean, it's just really user preference. I mean, the RF modem wise, iPhone's going to be better because it's got DSDA. You can run both SIMs at the same time. RF performance seems to be good. So, and then when that new modem comes out for the new iPhone 16 this fall, and it comes out, then it's going to have 5G Advanced in it. So, because it's going to have the X75 modem in it, like the S24 Ultra. So that's going to be really good. So it's going to be interesting. And then here in about 2 years, they're going to finally put out the better display. So right now, the iPhone display is not as good as the Samsung, but it's coming. So iPhone 17. So not this year's phone, but next year's phone.
What are you talking about? They use Samsung display.
They're going to
they're using the same display as the S24.
Well, it's the same technology, but it don't have the same specs. So they're not using an LTPO display. They are using an OLED display, but they're not using the LTPO like Samsung has. So, and the iPhone maxes out at 60 hertz, which is plenty for most people.
No,
60 hertz is fine.
What are you talking about? It has 120 hertz refresh. That's been over.
Oh, the 15 came out with the 120.
It's been since because I just 13 or 14.
Because I just read an article saying that they're coming out with the 120 megahertz or hertz display for the iPhone. And it's going to be LTPO. Oh, you know what I think it is?
You're talking about the regular one. The regular one.
No, I know what it is.
What?
They're talking about the LTPO, which means the variable refresh rate. So on the iPhone, you can't change the refresh rate.
No, the refresh.
You got to manually.
No, it's auto adjusting. It automatically adjusts.
Okay, so what the hell is this article talking about? See, that's what I hate about sometimes people write articles. They lie.
It's probably talking about the regular one. The regular iPhone 15 doesn't have 120, or the regular 14, but the Pro series do.
Oh, So okay, so you're talking about like all the phones will have a LTPO variable refresh. That's what.
Maybe. I mean, I don't.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
iPhone's always
I have
done
to
it
find a
where
phone. Yeah.
the regular iPhone, the regular one, not the Pro series, the regular one will have like it'll have the same chipset and modem, but everything else will be downgraded. You know, like the screen resolution
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. It'll have the cheaper screen and cheaper frame.
Uh-oh. Somebody's getting tailgated and they called the police. Ooh. So, well, there you go. Well, iPhone versus Android, which is better? Well, there's not really an answer
Honestly,
for
they're
that.
both about they're
Neither one
both
is better. They're both great phones. It just depends on what features you want. If you want a better
yeah.
camera, yeah, go with the Samsung with Android. But I mean, the camera is not the only thing of a phone. It's the whole everything, the whole thing. So it just depends on what you do. I mean, depends on what you do on your phone. So
Basically a
that's kind of
preference
how
thing now.
exactly, yeah. So I don't think there's actually a word that says which one is 100% better. So because both of them have certain things that they're better at. So the Android has some things that are better. The iPhone has things that are better. So how can one phone be better than the other when they both have better things and worse things? So really, it really comes down to preference, just like you said. I agree. And then Josh is saying, is 12 gigahertz the future 5G if they can't get terrestrial approval in the future? Well, here's the other thing too that's coming out is NTN, which is non-terrestrial networks on 5G advanced. So coming out, we're going to be talking about this on Tuesday night as well when we talk about 5G advanced. That's also going to be part of the mix where your phone can connect to a satellite and a terrestrial tower at the same time, kind of like in a DC, dual connectivity kind of feature thing. So that is coming out too, but the tech has to get better on satellite, and that's what the whole problem is and the frequencies they're using. So, but AST is coming out with a pretty good thing, but of course it's using the old technology, the old LTE, and that's what it's using. But as far as using like 5G from Starlink stuff, that's a little ways off to be able to do that into the phone. There's still a lot more testing to do and everything, but 12 gigahertz and 13 gigahertz is extremely important for the FCC to get a bunch of frequencies or up for auction. We need at least 1500 or 1600 megahertz of spectrum. So that's 16 channels, 16 100 megahertz channels. That's the minimum we need. I know it won't happen either, but that's what we need. And since that's not going to happen, I predict that when GigaMIMO comes out for millimeter wave, everybody's going to jump on it. And they're going to put millimeter wave, GigaMIMO on every single tower site they have. Now, I don't know if AT&T is going to do it. Dish will definitely do it if they have the money, because Dish wants to have a great network. I mean, can you imagine Dish with that 40 megahertz of N77 and then 500 megahertz of millimeter wave on GigaMIMO, and then they put that across on every site? It's going to perform crazy good. But will they have enough money to do it? See, the whole problem with 5G Advanced is now you need billions and billions of dollars again. So I also predict there's going to be a price increase again, a major price. I'm talking like $2 a plan. They have to. They're going to have to charge $2 more per plan in order to launch this new network.
Some of those free lines that are grandfathered.
Yep.
They're going to have to start ungrandfathering them or charging a small fee a month.
Yep. So, I mean, all three carriers owns quite a bit of millimeter wave that's not even being used. So they got the spectrum there, but they just can't use it because you can't use the old tech.
Ricky, Verizon has the advantage on millimeter wave. They own literally
they do.
Minimum, they own 2,000 megahertz nationwide, and it all depends.
I know.
So they own 12.
I know, that's pretty crazy.
1,200 on 28 gigahertz, and then 800 on 39 gigahertz.
Yeah. Here's what I predict that Verizon will do. I think Verizon, what they're going to do is they're going to continue building out the 28 gigahertz, the N261. They're going to put that out on all the macro sites since it's the lower frequency. So you're going to get the best performance. Put that on GigaMIMO. And then on the upper frequencies, it's 10 gigahertz higher. I think they're going to take that and they're going to change that or switch it out on the small cells and put the higher frequency up on small cells and use that for the gaps where you got heavy congestion. And if they do that deployment like that with GigaMIMO on the main macro towers, and then they do the small cells, which is not going to be on GigaMIMO because it's going to be the old tech. It's crazy because you'll have 1,000 megahertz on small cells, and then you have 1,000 megahertz on the other cell. So your phone can switch between each one, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy fast. It's going to be very, very good. So I think Verizon is going to be the king of 5G advanced when it's all said and done in a couple of years. That's what I think.
You know that so in Atlanta now they're starting to put echo pivots for millimeter wave.
I thought they stopped doing that because they decided that it wasn't really making a big difference. No?
No, what are you talking, bro? You know,
because there's none here in Vegas.
Ricky.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do one day? We need to take a drive to Tucson.
What we need to do?
And Tucson has echo pivots everywhere. So literally, you'll see what the echo pivots does. Millimeter wave is everywhere in Tucson.
Well,
you literally cannot go one block. You cannot go one street without millimeter wave.
So, are you talking about pivots? Because the echoes goes indoors.
Yeah.
It goes on the window and beams it indoors. The pivot beams it outdoors from.
Well, the echo pivot they can set it however they want, but yeah, you got indoor and outdoor coverage.
Okay.
We need.
So they put an echo up on their window of their business, and then it shoots it inside. Gotcha. Oh, I think you had a dead spot. You're breaking up a little bit. How can I get to control the network bands from my 24 plus? I don't know how to do it. How can I get to control the bands? Oh, you mean, okay, so you mean to go in there and customize your bands that you want to do?
Ricky?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. He was breaking up there a little bit.
Yeah, it was because I'm going up a mountain right now. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Ricky.
Oh, okay.
We need to take a drive to Tucson, bro. We need to plan it.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Road trip.
You will be so amazed, dude, of how good it is, and you will be shocked. You'll be like, holy crap. Cool.
I can just imagine.
All it does is it adds 1 millisecond, maybe 2 millisecond ping added at the most.
That's fine. So you got I mean, last night at Fremont Street, I was getting 8 to 9 ping on every speed test. So it goes up to 10. Big deal. But look at that 10 is still good. It's still real 5G. Yep. I agree. Now, Tim wants to know how to get into control of the network bands. So there's no reason to do it. And with you having, let's see, what network are you on? You switched to Spectrum. So if you're on Spectrum, you're not going to be able to go in the service mode on the phone unless you do the update. There's an update you can do to hack in there so you can go to service mode. So until you do that hack, you can't even do nothing. But there's no really reason to screw with. Yeah, I'll have to post on Twitter. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll post on Twitter so everybody can see how to open up your. Oh, I think he just got out of the car. Yeah, you're still working, ain't you? Okay. But yeah, I'll post that tomorrow so you can see how to do the service mode and get in there. But that's a good. But there was really no need to change anything. I mean, if you're on Verizon, everything's going to work good. So, I mean, if you want to shut off N77, I mean, you can do that. But, actually, you really need to have that on, actually. Uh-oh. Who the heck is calling me? Oh, it's the SMT. Well, I can't answer the phone. I can do it on speakerphone. Yes, sir. We are live. We are live. You didn't see we're live? We're live.
Yeah, bro. I wanted to be on the show, so I thought I'd call you, dog.
Yeah, I sent you the link. Come on in.
I didn't get the link.
Oh, shucks. Yeah, I sent it to you on Twitter. Yeah. You see it? Yeah. Yeah, go on your direct message on Twitter. Yeah. The peeps are in here. Huh?
It's not on Twitter. I see one for next, though.
Here, I just sent it again.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Oh, the first one probably didn't come through. Ah. Yeah, come on in. Say hi. Heck yeah, we're having a blast here. Heck yeah. All right. SMT is going to come into the live stream. Ain't that crazy? I just answered I answered the phone with my watch. So that's pretty cool. So SMT's going to come in. All right, so let's see. Next question. Why does AT&T have horrible latency on N77? My ping is always 40 and I see it as high as 72 one time in it, but some here. Okay. That is well, it depends. Are you on the site that has N77? If it's LTE and N77 on the same site, I bet you anything that you're in DC mode, which means you're connected to LTE, and then the site further away has N77, and when that happens, your ping usually higher. Now, if the LTE and N77 is on the same site, your ping's usually lower. Now, Carlos told me also too that they're actually experimenting with the cloud. So kind of like what Dish is using. So if they route things to the cloud, your ping is going to be high too. So I think that's what they're doing as well. So yeah, you just check and see what your signal is. So if you go into service mode, if you got a Samsung, I don't know what phone you got there. If you got the Samsung, just go in the service mode and go look at this signal. If you got a minus like 110 on N77, and then you look at your LTE and it's all minus like 80, then that means that's probably what's going on. You're in DC mode, more likely. Well, is there any more questions before SMT comes on live? SMT is going to join us here. So yeah, he wasn't able to go live tonight, so we figured we'd go live. We're going to be live here for just a little bit more. I was going to go to Best Buy and go buy that DisplayPort cable, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I might just do that tomorrow. But although it's going to be very windy and crazy tomorrow, so probably not going to go out. It's best to stay home right now. There's so much dust and pollen being around. We got a high pollen alert here too, because all the trees and bushes are pollinating, so it's blowing all the pollen around, blowing all the dust around. So, well, there you go. Is there any other questions in the question answers? So you got your questions. Post your questions. Oh, here we go. Best network in Massachusetts. Oh, okay. Well, let's just take a look. Best network in Massachusetts. Here, we can do that real easy. Watch this. Let's see here. Okay. Why isn't this going up? Oh, I know what. It is up there. All right, Massachusetts. We can do that. Here, let's look at Massachusetts. I'll tell you right now which network works really good in Massachusetts. Here. Now, this is Stetson's coverage map, which is good because it uses raw data from the FCC for signal. So all these places is gotten signal, and it populates it on the map. So it shows you the signal. All right. So of course, with Massachusetts, you got the rural part in the west. And then you got the coastal. The coastal is going to work good because it's you got Boston and all that. You got all that going on. So of course that's going to work good. Okay, let's see. So, well, here's Verizon first. So let's just do the big picture right now. So here's Verizon. Okay, so you can see where the dead spots are. Everything red is dead. I mean, it may work. You may have one bar, and it may work, it may not work, but But green is indoors. Yellow is kind of marginal between indoors and outdoors. So that's how this is set up on the signal. You see the signal down below. All right, so there's Verizon. Now watch this. Now we're going to click on AT&T. Now watch what happens. Looky there. It's just shifted just a little bit. I mean, there's some areas. See this area down here at the bottom here? That's right over here. Right here. All right, look, that's dead for Verizon, but when you click on AT&T, look what happens. There's like a little bit better coverage. So now let's go to Skunky. Look at there. Skunky seems to be okay. I mean, it's the same thing, hit or miss. And of course, we can do Dish too, remember? Of course, Dish is kind of a young network, but you know, I kind of figured that. Yeah, Dish has only got a couple of towers here and there, so Dish is not ready. You are not ready. Now here's 5G for T-Mobile, which I don't know if Stetson can do this or not, but if Stetson can make this up here where it says LTE, fake 5G, of course I know he's not going to do fake 5G, but have 5G as regular, like fake 5G, LTE, with the icon, you know. It's basically your N5, Band 2, and you know what I'm saying. And then have a third one for actual 5G, the massive MIMO type 5G. So it'd be band 41 and 77, stuff like that. Have an icon, have one, make it 5G plus, or I don't know. You don't want to use anybody else's symbol because one's got UC, one's got plus, one's got UW, but have a second generation. So I don't know how you would do it on the map here, but there needs to be 3 different ones. And then if you really want to get technical, there should be a 4th one on there showing the millimeter wave. But, you know, I don't think the FCC is smart enough or has been able to do that. So until they do that, you know, we're just basically throwing fake 5G and real 5G together. So we don't know which one it is. So like we're looking at T-Mobile here. This could be mostly N71. And with in between the tire, you know, a mile from the site, you're going to have the N41. So that's probably what this is. It's probably mostly fake 5G. And then same with AT&T. They have a lot of fake 5G too. I mean, look. Actually, look at that. It shows there's more coverage on 5G than LTE. Look what happens when you do LTE. Look at the holes. That's kind of weird that would happen. Look at that. That's crazy. It's showing AT&T's covering almost the entire state with 5G. So I don't know how they're doing that unless they're using N5 on there to. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's see how Verizon did. Okay, there's LTE, and you click on 5G. Look at that. See, Verizon doesn't have fake 5G launched. I mean, there are some areas that has N5. That's it. There's no other, and a few places, very rare that you'll see an N66. So Verizon really skipped over fake 5G, went straight to N77. So what you're seeing on here is N77. So that's why there's a huge difference there. But I don't know. It just depends on which part of Massachusetts you're talking about. Depends on which carrier has the best coverage. So you just got to go in a little further here. Let's see. Let me find this. There. So it just depends on which one is the best network for where you're at in Massachusetts. So you actually got to get down into like what city in Massachusetts. So, and then we can get there. All right. So we have any more questions? Let's see. We can also hit up the comments too. I wonder if I can pin this here. No, it won't let me pin this page or this tab. I hate that because then it's hard to come back and find it.
The link?
All right, compare it to carriers maps. You will see the lies of midband. Oh yeah. I talked about that the other day. We talked about the fake maps and stuff. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. He never. Let me look on Twitter. Maybe it didn't work or something. Here, let me just send it again. Let me see here. Let me find the stream. Let me just get a new link. Copy. Okay. Back up. All right. I send it to him again. And then I can actually do this too. I can actually send it on text message too. I'll send it to his text as well. There you go. Now it's on your text and your Twitter. So I don't know, unless it's acting up and won't let him in or something. Maybe I don't know. But he didn't send me any message or anything. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. All right, so go back here to the stream. All right, let's see what questions you guys got. Got to find my place in the chat again here. All right, let's see. I think it's right about here's the last place. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, here. If I go to a third-party company, to get the code to unlock my phone, will Xfinity Mobile know that I unlocked my phone before completing my contract? I don't think so. Is that right, Carlos?
No, and who cares anyways? At the end of the day,
yeah. I mean, if you pay for the phone, I mean, it's your phone. I mean, if I'd say go for it. I mean, they're not going to know. They're not going to kick you off as a customer because you unlocked your phone.
Yeah.
As long as you don't owe them money. If you owe them money,
well,
then, that could be a problem. But
if
I don't see that as being a problem.
Phone, it doesn't matter. You can unlock your phone with third-party companies. It doesn't matter.
I see somebody. Gilgamesh, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, Gilgamesh.
What up, Rick?
How is your Gilgamesh doing today? Yeah.
Yo, what up?
What up? Good to see you. Hopefully everything's going good up there for you.
Yeah, man.
We live and direct here.
Ricky, it got cold again after it warmed up, man.
Oh yeah, it's a roller coaster. Yeah, we're having a big BJ here in Las Vegas. The big high winds coming through. It's blowing sand and pollen everywhere. So,
well, how close do you guys live to the sand dunes?
Oh well, I think we're going to have some sand dunes after tomorrow. 65-mile-an-hour gusts. I think some sand dunes are going to come in and it's going to cover up the Bellagio and the stratosphere be puking out of the sand. So yeah, it's going to be bad tomorrow. They're saying there's going to be power outages and trees down, and they're saying it's going to be crazy. It's a pressure gradient. There's a really strong low pressure going north of us, and then there's a high pressure off the coast of California, so it's causing a pressure gradient. Crazy.
You guys can't catch a break, man. You literally left hurricanes to have windstorms.
I know. That shit just followed me here. Isn't that crazy? Can't escape it. But look at this question. Paul says, Dish can't afford T-Mobile's Band 26. That is probably true, but guess what? They should leave it alone. Band 26 needs to go to public safety. Leave it alone. It's not 5G.
Yo, hold on a second, bro.
Get rid of it.
Is Paul Mitchell, is that Maverick, bro?
Yes, it is.
Oh, shit. Fucking Mav, bro. Oh, shit.
Is that who that is? Oh, okay.
Dude, it's been a while, bro. I seriously, man, it's been a long time.
Oh, long time.
Does he miss the sprint? That's the key word.
Oh, damn, man.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Band 26 should not even go to LTE or 5G.
Rick, I heard.
Complete waste of time. They should go to public safety. They need to expand their channels so they have more capacity on the public safety radios.
I heard the asking price was $3 billion.
That's crazy, bonkers.
Isn't it crazy for 5 megahertz?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it, and it's not even 5G frequency. It's LTE.
Rick, you want to know what's worse?
What's
is
that?
in some parts of the country, part of that's got to be guard band because of interference.
Yep. Like a lot of metropolitan areas that has a lot of public safety radios right next to it. Yeah.
That's tough, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know who will benefit from that spectrum? Because at the end it's 14 to 16 megahertz nationwide, but of course you got to do the guard band and all that. But you know who
Carlos,
would
it's not, bro. It's less than that, but it's a lot less.
I heard it was only 4 or 5 megahertz.
Yeah, it's very little spectrum.
Yeah, it's not more than 5 megahertz. It's a waste of time. It should go to public safety.
Here it was running at 10 megahertz, band 26.
So maybe there's a few markets where there's more of it, possibly.
But
yeah,
but basically, you know who could benefit from that because they can MBFI it to band 5 would be Verizon.
Wait, why would they?
Yeah, but why would you do that? It's fake 5G.
Because regardless, they need more. They need more low band.
No, we don't need no low band. What we need is GigaMIMO. We need 5G advanced.
Look, I'm with
That's
Ricky.
What we need.
I'm with Ricky. I'm all about that densification life. You know what I'm saying? But real talk,
yeah,
though, Rick,
it's not worth the money.
In my opinion,
yeah, it's a waste of time.
Rick, in my personal opinion, I think it should be used for that satellite communications.
No, I think it should go to public safety.
Okay, fine, public safety, but I don't think.
I think it should go to the police and fire departments across the whole United States because they need more spectrum on public safety.
Would they benefit?
Because they're a lot.
All right, are you kidding me? Then do it. Yeah.
Because public safety repeaters only use a 12.5 channel. They use a 12.5 channel spacing.
And what frequency?
Kilohertz. And 800 megahertz.
Oh, so it's a neighboring channel?
And if they use P25 phase 2, guess what? Now you get 2 channels on one repeater. Because now they can do 6.25 because it's TDMA. It's just like DMR, digital mobile radio. Basically what they did, they can have 2 repeaters on one frequency with phase 2. So let's say if you have 20 repeaters for your public safety radios, that means 20 people on that radio system can key the radios up at the same time. When the 21st person keys up, they'll get a beep, a busy signal where they can't key up because all repeaters are in use. Now you switch to P25 phase 2 with the TDMA with the dual time slot. Now those 20 repeaters turn into 40 repeaters with the same amount of frequencies. So now you got 40. So now guess what? If you start adding in all this extra spectrum, they can actually add in another 20 repeaters with dual time slot. And now they can have 80 channels active at the same time on their space. So it would be huge for public safety.
Yeah, they should do it.
And because of the lack of frequencies for the public safety systems, guess what they're going to be forced to do? They're going to do push to talk over cellular. So they're going to use LTE to talk on their fire department channels and mix it in with what they already have. That's just going to make everything more congested as well for LTE. But they don't use that much data though, because it's only voice over IP. It's a data call. It's just like what me and Carlos is getting ready to sell with our new company. We're selling a push to talk over cellular, which is like the old Nextel. So we're officially now a dealer and we can sell that stuff. So anybody who wants push to talk radios, the Nextel is back. It's
what
instantaneous.
Device will it work on, Rick?
The ones we sell. You have to buy a walkie-talkie that has a SIM card built into the walkie-talkie. So, yep, we can hook you guys up. Anybody wants to get into like that old Nextel thing, you get 5 radios for their channel. And guess what? The best part about these is it uses AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile, or US Cellular if you're in that. So whichever network is the strongest, the radio locks on to that service. That's the beautiful part of it.
That's interesting.
So and then plus the radios have a little antenna on the radio, which uses the LTE. So it uses like band 2, 4, 5, 12, 13. So it uses basically, it's an LTE service. So it uses those bands, but push to talk over cellular doesn't need much bandwidth at all. I mean, you can have 1 megabit down and up and run perfectly fine.
Yo, Ricky, what about the Starlink situation with T-Mobile, man? What do you think about the progress they got going on there?
It's turtle speed.
Turtle speed?
Turtle speed.
You don't think it'll be worth a damn, or it's going to bring any value to customers?
I don't know. Well, the trouble is the phones. I mean, sure, if you have a newer phone with a new modem in it, yeah, it potentially could work. Basically, the Starlink service over phones is considered in release 18 and 19, 5G Advanced is called NTN, which is non-terrestrial network. So if you don't have at least a X75 or higher modem, you're not even going to be able to use any of that technology. So now with AST, you're going to be able to use LTE because AST is using LTE frequencies over band 2 and band 13, 12, the old LTE frequencies. That's what AST is using. So the iPhone, so Apple, they got that messenger thing with Globalstar right now. That's the only thing they got right now. But that's all they got. But the satellite progress will eventually happen, but it's going to take some time, and you got to get some stuff up there and got to get some stuff done. It's just got to be worked into the network and everything. So it's going to take some time. Jason says, what do you think is the timeline for Verizon, AT&T switching spectrum over to 5G? What has Verizon and AT&T done so far with spectrum, especially old spectrum they use for 3G?
AT&T has been moving LTE spectrum to 5G.
And that's a mistake.
You think 5G. So?
So it's a complete waste of time. It's a 20 megahertz channel. There's no massive MIMO. It's a waste of time. It's only a Band-Aid until 5G Advanced comes out. It's just a Band-Aid. This shit's going to get ripped and replaced later.
Right, but what they did here...
Here's the problem. If they take LTE, they convert it over 100% to fake 5G, okay? Then GigaMIMO comes out and all this other new technology 5G Advanced comes out. They go standalone with N77 and millimeter wave is standalone. They make that to 5G. Now, how are they going to turn around and turn in the LTE stuff or the fake 5G stuff back to LTE so the LTE people can use it? It's a waste of time to upgrade equipment when you need to go backwards and give it to the LTE people.
Well, here they
unless you use DSS, but they're not even using that. They shit canned it because it's a waste of money.
But that's what they did, Rick. They were running N2 here on DSS. Now they're now they stopped that, and they're just dedicating all the spectrum to each side of the radio instead of, dynamic spectrum sharing.
Yep, and that's why a lot of the LTE performance is going to go down too, because now you're forcing part of it to go to fake 5G. So the whole 5G thing is a mess right now.
Rick, the way I look at it is these networks are confused. They don't know what they want to be, dude.
Yep. Well, we got an ugly ass FCC. It's not doing their job, giving them spectrum, so they have to do with what they got with. So that's the whole reason behind it.
Hold on, Jessica Rosenworcel. She's kind of cute, bro.
I'm not. What do you think, Carlos?
I'm not saying she's good at what she does. I'm just saying, she's a little easy on the eye.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. So easy on the eye gives us excuse not to have more spectrum.
Oh, hell no. Ain't no excuse for that. No way.
Shake, go. That's all I'm going to say.
That's funny. All right. So that's what we think here, Jason, about switching over, so it's bad. It's a Band-Aid. It has to happen. And let's see what else.
Has to happen is to need more spectrum, Rick. Come on, dog.
I know, but it's not going to happen. The FCC is going to fail us.
What do you mean it's not going to happen? The 3.1 is on deck, bro.
That ain't going to happen.
Yes, it is.
No, I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't believe it? 3.1 is on deck. 6 gigahertz is about to be a thing, bro. Chill out.
No, 6 gigahertz is nothing.
What you mean, bro? Ricky.
6 gigahertz? Yeah. That's Wi-Fi, dude.
It's Wi-Fi. Unlicensed. Anyone can use it.
Yeah, but it's worse than N48.
It is not worse than N48. It's going to be
Yes,
more
it is.
spectrum. No, there's going to be more bandwidth.
There is more bandwidth. You're correct about that, but it's still low power use. It's only going to really
Ricky,
be beneficial for the carriers
listen,
on the indoors.
Ricky, we got 3450 or no, 3550. We got it working a mile off of macros. That's worth a damn. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm. But it's low band or low power. I mean, so
yeah, but it's worth a damn.
You can't compare. You can't compare a half a watt non-massive MIMO with a 64 by 64 massive MIMO on a higher power.
Ricky, I'm not saying that they're equal or they're the same. I'm saying it's a useful tool, man. You're looking at it like it's useless.
There is a use for it, but 6 gigahertz is not. It's not going to save the day, and it's not going to be 5G advanced either.
Whatever, bro. I'm looking for solutions. You're looking to just rain on the parade.
No, not at all. But now N96 and N104 will have its purpose.
What's the frequency on N96?
6 gigahertz. N96, N104 is 6 gigahertz. It's low power.
2 channels?
Unlicensed. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's low power, unlicensed. See, I can even show it to you here. Let's see. Yeah, here, I'll show you where it is right here. Look. Right here it is. Look at that. Look, N96. Look, 5.9 to 7 gigahertz. So 5.9 to 7.
Like 1200. Look, you got like 1200 megahertz of frequency, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of bandwidth there too. But since it is unlicensed and it's free, it's going to be first come, first serve. So whoever launches it, puts it up, is going to get to use it first because they have to have DFS turned on, which is dynamic frequency sharing. It's a form of kind of like what's going on with Band 48.
Right.
So yeah, since there is a lot of chunks up there, but yeah, can you imagine just taking one chunk of 100 megahertz and throwing it up on a small cell? Yeah, it's good. It's going to be pretty good for a small cell or indoors. But for our macro solution, it's not. They're not going to do it. It's mainly for small cells or indoors.
Ricky, if you
but 100 megahertz channel is going to be great.
Ricky, if you got 3.1 and you got the 6 gigahertz in play, those are good solutions, man.
Yeah, I mean 3.1 is going to be going because that can go on macros,
right?
And then you can do this N96 on small cells. And then see, you got another section over here. Look
Ricky,
at there.
Me and you just got done talking about how there weren't enough frequencies out there on these tower sites. Okay.
So we're talking about macro frequencies. Yes, there's not enough macro frequencies.
Okay, but 3.1 will be macro. And then, in my opinion, if you can get these frequencies to stretch a mile, I think it's worth putting it on a macro.
What, 6 gigahertz? No, it's not going to go a mile. No.
Why not? The Band 48 does.
Band 48 barely even makes them out. If you're line of sight, you can maybe get 0.8. After Ricky, that, your signal goes to minus 115.
Ricky, I get my Band 48 from my tower site a mile away. I get it in my family room. Stop playing, bro.
Okay. Well, a mile's not too bad. That's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. It's worth a little investment.
And the only reason you're getting the range is because they put it on a macro site. Now, if you put that same idea on a small cell, you're not going to get that range. You're going to get 300 or 400 feet.
You get like a third of a mile or something.
Right. Which is going to be good because when you have those dead spots, you can throw some N96, and some N102 up, some N104 up, and you throw a 100 megahertz channel on these small cells in different places around the city. Yeah. That's going to make a huge difference because when you compare that with the macro, it's going to make a big boost.
Ricky, if every couple of years, couple of years we get a macro band and a like something low power, so be it. I think those are good additions to the portfolios.
Yeah, it's going to have its use and its cause, but as far as full blown 5G advanced, it's not going to be there.
The 3.1 can be that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when they do the 256 by 256.
So imagine
massive. The full duplex on that.
AT&T goes Open RAN. They get Ericsson to produce a radio that does 3.1, 3.45, 3.7, all on the same radio, bro. Life is good.
Right. Yep, that's going to be good, especially if they make it with the new sub-band full duplex.
Yeah.
With the 256 by 256. If they do that, that's going to be good.
Yeah, Ericsson
but
will be
they're already working on a tri-band radio for 3 gigahertz, 13 gigahertz, and millimeter wave. They're working on a tri-band antenna like that that's got the GigaMIMO in it.
Which vendor?
Well, Qualcomm's developing it, so it just depends on who actually takes that tech and puts it in their stuff, or if Qualcomm's going to get in the AIR antenna radio game and actually launch their version and compete against Nokia. My guess is Qualcomm is going to sell this technology to Ericsson, and then they're going to put it in their stuff, and then they're going to sell it. So it just depends on how it plays. But Qualcomm has got some big things. We're going to talk about that Tuesday night, so on their 5G Advanced live stream. We're going to talk about all that stuff. So, but yeah, here's your frequency bands right here. Look, N96. See here, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 channel, and then you go back up here to N102. You got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 megahertz channel. That's amazing. So yeah, we are going to get some 5G with bigger channels. It's going to be low power though. And first come, first serve. And 104, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 megahertz channel. So of course, you know, the UNI 6 to 8 and 5, there's specific rules on the Wi-Fi that you can use on there for LT or for 5G. There's rules. Like if you click this highlight this. This tells you what, these are the rules. So this is your power limits on it. So see here, 100 megahertz maximum bandwidth. You got some that says maximum power is 50 milliwatts. That's pretty low power. And then 250, that's a quarter of a watt. And look at this, the the 3, that can be 1,000 milliwatts, which is 1 watt. And your ERP can be 20,000. So that's like 20 watts. So let's look at which one is that. So we're looking for number 3. So note which one is number 3 is going to have the higher power on it. Let's see. It's not going to be N96. It's not going to be N102 or 104. So it's not even listed as being one of the higher powers. So that's the thing. It's all going to be lower. You know, we're talking about a quarter of a watt. So, see, there's 5. Yeah, so the UNI2 radio band is defined by the Federal Communications as part of a radio frequency spectrum licensed by wireless LAN devices and by many ISPs. But when we click on this, so we got 5 to 6. Okay, so you got UNI 5 to 6 on here. So 5, so all that stuff. Well, the power's not even listed on that, on this chart. So it'd be interesting to see what exactly the power is. But this shows you the bandwidth. You can do up to 500 megahertz on 5, 100 on 6, 350 on 7, and 250 on 8. So UNI or UN25 doesn't have the power levels. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see exactly what the power levels is on for that. Well, that would be a good research to do for our future live stream. For N96, we need to find out what the power level is going to be. N96, N102, N104. So there's 3 bands right there that they've set aside for unlicensed 5G on 6 gigahertz and 7 gigahertz. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But the future does look good. I do have to say that. Between macros, small cells, and then the indoor stuff with this, it's going to be pretty good. Marcus says, leave Verizon. Garbage network. Yeah, if you're on band 13 only in the rural area. Yeah, that's true. And Marcus says, T-Mobile can't load anything at 2 gigs. AT&T's the best. I don't know if I'd go that far. Mike says, Joy's the 3 MNOs are not trash. Depends on your area. Carry the dead zones. Yep, that's the thing. It just depends on where you're at. Just like on the map, you just look at the map and you got to see. Like if you go up to Cleveland and you look around here, so you go to Cleveland. Look at this. Go up to Cleveland up here. Look at this. So I would say if you're like right here in Cleveland and you're indoors, it ain't going to work. So if you're on Mitchell Road and Sprague Road, you go indoors, you're going to have no signal, no service. So see all these houses in red? They have no. If you go outside, you get one bar. Got AT&T? Same boat. Go to T-Mobile? Same boat. I mean, yeah, there's one little section there that must be like a higher part of the elevation there, so which is coming from this tower over here. So, but yeah, it just depends on where you are. I mean, there's still areas of the country in the city. Now, this is in the city that's suffering with network coverage. So yeah, they are suffering. Josh says, leaders of 12 gigahertz per 5G cola. Yep, they anticipate FCC order in first quarter. So that means we're going to get a 12 gigahertz auction?
Bro, 12
That's what we need.
If 12 gigahertz gets used, so Dish owns a lot of it, on the lower frequency.
They do, yeah. I think they got what, 500 megahertz across the whole country, nationwide, and then some areas it's up to
the lower frequency. They own basically everything on the lower end.
Oh, okay.
The higher end is where it's more available. But I think what they're gonna do with 12, Ricky, and just hear me out on this, bro, because this actually would make kind of sense to do too. Since we already know 12 gigahertz is being used on television, and it can provide 4K content if possible, the chat. So why not have carriers buy some of it and use it to have ground terrestrial, basically to where you can put towers up or terrestrial towers where they could never be put before, and have those satellites as your backhaul, and literally beam it right to the, and then basically you would put a dish on the tower site. You could put it like, let's say, in remote somewhere where there's no power lines, no nothing. You run the tower on a solar panel with batteries.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then freaking,
yeah, that would work.
And then freaking you have satellite backhaul that can give you, let's say, like a 300 meg backhaul for the site. It's very rural, so you don't need it to be crazy. You don't need 2 gig, 3 gig.
I also heard
have service.
I also heard Starlink is making a deal with Verizon to provide some millimeter wave backhaul from the satellites directly down to the sites. I heard they're making a deal with it.
And that would make sense, bro. Like, if you think about it, that like having the satellite backhaul that way.
I'm looking for 12 gigahertz. I can't find it.
You can literally build tower sites where were never able to be built. Even if you microwave the backhaul, you couldn't get it to work because the distance wouldn't be right, or interference with the microwave signal or whatever.
On this thing here, 12 gigahertz is not showing up on here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going down far enough. Wait a minute here. Okay, I didn't go down far enough. Wait, there's no 12. It goes from N77 straight up to millimeter wave. It doesn't show that the dish has any 12 gigahertz, which I know they do, but it's just not on this map system here. Yeah, it's not. 12 gigahertz is not showing up on here.
In the background? I think he's trying to get in.
Oh, you got kicked out? Oh, no, you got kicked out? Oh, no. They need to have that little beep thing saying you're backstage louder. Are you there now?
There you go.
Oh, I guess he's still not there.
Because I saw the thing on there and said he was back there.
Yeah, is there another site besides Spectrum Omega that shows the 12 gigahertz nationwide? I thought it was on here, but it's not. This shows millimeter wave everywhere, of course. So you go like this, and it shows you this frequency, the whole country.
Do you think that would be proper to do, to use the 12 gigahertz to beam backhaul to sites where they can never have been built? There's no way to get backhaul to them, even with microwave 60, 70, 90 gigahertz that there's available for microwave, and literally you run the tower with a solar panel and some batteries and call it a day, and you get sites in areas where they've never been sites before or weren't able to.
I don't think he's back. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh,
the big YouTuber must be eating dinner, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking about ordering some chicken wings right now.
Yeah, I'm actually hungry too. I haven't even had supper yet. So after we do this live stream, I'm going to have some supper. We still got 19 people in here watching, so
we
get through the chat here
all day.
I had my leftover omelet, my bacon and cheese omelet that I made yesterday. He crashed his AT&T van. That's funny. Dish is crap. If you have data caps, the data counter is not accurate. Oh, really? That's what he says. Data cap doesn't work on their native network plans. Native network is uncapped. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, FCC filing today from Dish may be BKO in 2024. What does that mean? BKO?
That means it's going to be gone. See ya. Bankruptcy.
FCC filing?
Bankruptcy.
FCC filing? But they don't do bankruptcy through the FCC.
They're not going to let them go bankrupt, and this is the
I don't
reason
think they'll
why
let
is
them go
because
bankrupt either.
Because remember, the DOJ signed off on this merger, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna make them.
You got judges that are tickling over this, and lawyers about rolling back the Sprint T-Mobile merger because it was not like a lot of the terms were broken. And guess what? One of the states where the judges are kind of tickling this, it's in California, where a lot of the promises are being broken of the minimum 300 meg, the what else was it? The employment, the jobs, creating jobs, and all that. It's been T-Mobile's breaking. First, they extended the deadline. They wanted it extended to 2026 for the coverage and this and that. And then now, like, they're not fulfilling the job requirements and stuff by the CPUC. So they're tickling at the merger was a bad idea, the judges and lawyers there. And that state, bro, they got a lot of pull, man. As much as it's a crap hole, they got lot of pull.
He says here, AT&T's got 5G plus icon and he gets 50 down. Well, and the LTE doesn't even work. Yeah, that's a problem across the whole country for AT&T. They're having some major problems. And DC is part of the problem too. So, like I said, if you got DC going on, then here's what you can do to fix that. You can do the service mode. If you're in an area that LTE is good, but your closest N77 tower is too far away to make a difference and the DC is screwing things up, you can go in your service mode and you can turn off N77. You can turn it off. And when you do that, then you'll connect to N5 and the rest of the LTE bands. And then when you do a test, it'll work the way it's supposed to. You'll get 300 to 400 down and 100 up. Easy. Because I did it when I was down there in the Keys when they turned on an N77 tower like 7 miles away. The N77 was screwing everything up. When the 77 is mixed in with DC, it screwed it up to where LTE didn't even work. So there's areas of the country like that. So if anybody needs help doing that on your phone or anything like that, switch to LTE and forget N77 until they put an actual upgrade on your closest tower. Forget N77. It's just gonna make it worse. Verizon can give you good coverage of the towers 2 or 3 miles away because they use nearby nodes to give it well, I don't know about what nodes you're talking about. You're talking about small cells? Yeah, I mean if there's macro sites there, it depends on how high you are. Like here in Vegas, the sites are like 75 feet high. So that you get about a mile range for the sites. So if you're in the middle of 3 sites, you're on an edge cell a mile away. But now you got in a rural area where you got 300-foot tower on a hilltop, then it's got a range of like 10 miles or so. So if you go 10 miles out from the site, then now you're edge cell. But the way they place the towers in a rural area is they overlap, and that's what helps out. So it just depends on how high the site is, and if you're on flat terrain or hilly terrain, or you got dense foliage. You got to remember, everybody's cell phone signals are going to start getting worse because as the leaves come out, if you live in a forest area where there's lots of trees, when the leaves comes out, they block the signals. And it's going to block more on N77 than it is on the other frequencies. So everybody's N77 performance is going to get worse when the leaves come out on the trees, which it's March 1st. So some areas, like the southern states, your leaves are coming out, but I think, what is it? April, end of April, May is when up in the northern states you start getting your leaves back. So, which is kind of crazy. Corey says he's got all 3 networks. AT&T by far the best in Massachusetts. Okay, so where at in Massachusetts are you talking about? Yeah, we're just curious to know here. What part of Massachusetts? Forget about it. Massachusetts. Oh, you must be over here. Oh, you said you're... Oh, AT&T is the best? Let's see. Oh, they're not the best there. You must be in the city then. Okay, let's see. There's Verizon. Wow, there's a lot of dead spots. Verizon. Look at that. There's a lot of red everywhere. Look at AT&T. A lot of red everywhere there for them. Oh, there's some red. Yeah, it's just spotty. It just depends on where exactly you're at. And the market share. So whichever carrier has the most market share, they're going to invest the most money in. Because if they got a lot of customers, and so you can look at the map. Like here, let's go to T-Mobile. You can even tell where all the customers are. I can promise you this. There's not very many T-Mobile customers in this area right here. Because if there was, they'd be all complaining and screaming and hollering. Because there's no coverage here. It's dead. But look who has the market share. Well, here's Verizon's high. But look, this must be a very hilly terrain because this tower is only going less than a mile. Let me go with this. Yeah, so that must be a really hilly terrain. But look at this. I mean, you got neighborhoods here with a really poor signal. That's why this map is so important. Here, I'm going to put it in the link for you guys. Stetson's map's awesome. This thing will show you how good the coverage is for you guys. Stuff like that. So, and I recommend getting the 2 best services of any provider. So if the 2 best services in your location where you live and work is T-Mobile and Verizon, then get a SIM card for each. Then if one acts up, you can switch to the other one. This site's covered 2.5 to 4 miles in a rural. Yeah, it depends on how high they're up. Yeah. And we got to remember they're using that N71, so they're using the same thing as T-Mobile, which that 600 megahertz does go pretty far. And Dish N71 works way better than T-Mobile because it's standalone 5G, even though it's fake 5G, but it still works better because it's engineered better, it performs better. Let's see. And Josh says 1 to 2.5 miles in the suburban areas. Yep. And he says he's seen Dish work up to 8 miles away. Yep. Save the PP. Which is better RF, iPhone or the Android? I think the iPhone, because of the antenna system they have a modified transceiver and a modified antenna, which makes the DSDA work and makes it better. So there you go. Right, Carlos? I'm not afraid to say that. Yeah. Even though I'm an Android and I have a Samsung, I'm not going to turn around and try to tell you guys lies and say, oh, no, Android's better just because I have it. I go by the facts and the performance of the users. And Carlos is like one of the big speed testers out there, you know. So he would know. So there you go. iPhone got 120 hertz. Oh, okay. They've been since the 13. Okay. I'm just catching up in the chat. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. Base is 60. Pro is well. Oh, okay. That must be what they're talking about. Is making the LTPO display on all the phones, maybe. Okay. I know I read something in an article saying it's going to be a huge improvement in the displays until next year.
Yeah.
FCC is lazy. The CPUC has to protect California consumers. Yep. How can we do the hack? Oh yeah. I'll post on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter.
Don't get hacked.
No, the service mode hack. I don't think I have it
yeah.
up on my screen here. I might have it on my screen right now. Nope. I was just looking up here. Maybe. Oh no, that's how you make millimeter wave show up on your Chrome map. No, I don't have it in here. I'd have to search for it. So if you got a Samsung and you want to get to service mode, you do that little thing, and you got to have a data cable to plug your phone into your computer. You got to download a file to your computer, and then on your phone, you got to go into the service, or you got to go into the developer mode, turn something else on, and then you run the program, you hit start, and then bang, it unlocks your service mode. Then it'll work in Verizon. Now there is a little trick you can do. If you have dual SIM, you have AT&T and Verizon. What you do is you load up your AT&T. You load up your AT&T SIM on your main SIM, and then you turn on the Verizon SIM as a secondary SIM, and then you go into the service mode, and you can see everything in the service mode. But remember what I just told you too, that if you're running a 23 or 24 with Samsung, it's not going to perform right. It's not going to show you the correct band settings, and the signal is going to be not as good. So you can really only run one at a time. But you can go in and look if you really want to go and look at service mode. And I think you can go in and make the changes too. I think you can go into Verizon and turn off N77. And then when you turn the AT&T SIM off, then you turn the Verizon SIM on, then it says restart the phone. And then you restart it. I think those settings will be saved. I can't remember. I think I did do that one time. And then when the phone rebooted, then it didn't pick up N77 on Verizon. Of course, there's no reason to turn N77 off on Verizon because their DC, they don't use DC as much as what like AT&T does. Plus, Verizon has more N77 up than AT&T. Oh, that's the SAM FW tool. Okay. Verizon hidden menu unlock. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got a Windows PC. What about question on carrier locks? Okay. Oh, did you post it up on here or something? Or? I don't even have that on the screen here. Let's see. Oh, I guess somebody posted a question on the question and answer session. Let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, can you check if Cape Coral has good service for all three? Cape Coral, Florida? Is that what you're talking about, Bobby? Yeah. Cape Coral. I think that's what he's talking about. Cape Coral, Florida. I think. Let me just put it over there. I'll catch up on the chat. I'm way behind on the chat. Holy crap. You guys are sending lots of messages. Cape Coral. Fort Myers. Okay, Fort Myers over there. Okay. All right. So there is LTE for Verizon. There you go. All right, let me get through the rest of the questions and see if that's what it was. Nope, I get those same pings on sites while looking at the N77 panels. Well, that's pretty wild. I don't know why your pings would be low if you're on N77 on the same site, unless there's some kind of optimization problem. Right in front of the tower, he says.
2 will be copied.
Yes, my home site has N7, but the other doesn't. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like I need iPhone 14 and it's minus 94. Well, I mean that's still full bars. It's kind of like I don't know why your ping would be bad. I don't know if it's just like the problem with the optimization of the site, or if it is maybe their fiber provider is not very good. Maybe they have Comcast cable feeding the tower, and that's why you get a 40, 50, 60 ping. How about that? That's a possibility. Compare the carriers map. Okay, got you, Corey. They show loads of mid-band here. Can you please coverage Arlington, Texas. Okay, Arlington, Texas. Okay, Arlington, Texas. All right, let's go to Arlington, Texas. Arlington. Oh, that's up by is that by Austin?
221 copy.
Arlington is up here by Fort Worth, ain't it? Where the hell's Arlington? I can't remember where Arlington is. Oh, it's not down. Arlington, Tech. Why can't I remember where that's at? I just don't remember. I thought I drove through there once. I guess I can search, right?
Oh, we got a white Ford Mustang pulled over with no tags.
Oh, there's all. Okay, yeah, it is. It's west of Fort Worth. Okay. All right. So, can you please coverage speed map for all the carriers for Arlington? Okay, Arlington.
Where in the heck is Arlington, man?
I don't know. I guess he fell asleep. So here's the Arlington area. Here's Verizon. Very good coverage. AT&T, not bad. There's a few yellow spots. And Skunky's got a few yellow spots and a few red spots. So along this major road here, they cover good. AT&T got this road. Yeah, so looks like the Verizon's going to be the winner of that area. And he says it's N5 and N77. But I don't know, is your N5 and N77 together with LTE? Some areas of the country, it'll pick N5 and won't load up N77, which I think is crazy that your phone picks N5 instead of 77. And then some phones, I noticed in Florida, if it's N77, the N5 would go away. And same with AT&T. It would choose N5 or N77. It wouldn't aggregate them together. But I think that's just because the phones had older modems in it. So
we have a 458.
But here in Las Vegas, I have never seen N5 and N77 together on the same tower. It's either one or the other. I have never seen them aggregated together.
Yeah, because they stopped doing it. It used to.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Right. And as far as AT&T, I have not seen it either. So, the wind's picking up. Woo! Just had a little wind gust here. I got the windows open. 62 degrees outside, 29% humidity. FCC is corrupted by corporate money buying. Yeah, that's true. Get caught up in this chat here because of the weather. Some ISPs may be having technical difficulties. Oh boy, yeah. Paul Mitchell, no way that is you, Maverick. You need to try Dish. It is good as Sprint was. Yeah, I agree. I actually think Dish is better than Sprint, actually. I mean, sure, there's still some gaps between towers because right now they're just trying to put towers up so that they cover the whole area. But there is a few sites. I would say, well, let's just look. Let's just look. Here, we can look right here on the map. You can see where the gaps are with Dish. You just go right here like this. This shows you where they need a Dish tower.
221. We can BMA with active warrant.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Look. All right, so let's do some tower counting here. Okay, so we need to get rid of the red spots. Okay, so you definitely need one here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Some of them okay. 13, 14. Over here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. 20. One needs to be there. 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Yeah, it needs to be
there
one
was
up
a
here.
tornado
39.
in California.
So,
Holy crap.
wow. So just by looking at this map right here, Dish needs 40 sites to be added in between where they got their dead spots. So right now, Dish needs 40 more sites in Las Vegas to get 100% overlapping good coverage indoors. So there. That's what you do. You just go and count the holes. You can do the same thing with T-Mobile. You do the same thing with T-Mobile. But look, they have hardly any red spots. So the densification here in Vegas is not too bad with actually. I mean, the yellow is kind of borderline for indoors, but so if you go by the window, it's probably gonna work. But look, there's one there for Dish. I mean, T-Mobile. There's 2 towers right there. They need 2 there. There's one by the Air Force Base. So there you go. There's a spot right there. But look at there. T-Mobile really doesn't need to add very many more sites for densification. Now you go to AT&T. Look at this. AT&T's got quite a few red spots. So that's what you can do. Like right there. There's one right there. One right there. And then you go to Verizon. Look at that. It's pretty dense. Pretty good coverage. There's not very many places that you really need. Oh, here. There's one. They need a site right there. Carlos knows where that site is, or where that dead spot is. You DoorDash in this area. I have too. Yep. Verizon's kind of weak right there. They need a site right there. And look down here. This whole area. Oh, they did?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget what date.
They added a bunch of small cells.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then, of course, if you go downtown, look what happens downtown, you know, when you go for Verizon downtown. But that's because there's a lot of millimeter wave down there. So those two, when you hit 5G on there, look what happens when you go to 5G. See, the reason there's not much N77 down through here is because there's a lot of millimeter wave. So a lot of these red spots are covered by millimeter wave instead. So, well, not these up here. So yeah, there's still some areas with Verizon that needs more N77 sites. So all carriers suffer with that. Public safety is AT&T FirstNet, band 13 and 14. No, 13 is Verizon. FirstNet's 14. Dish is decent. I like my service. So do you think we'll keep 4 or 5 carrier aggregation for a while on AT&T? Yeah, we'll have to see what happens, what they do with the tower. I mean, we need the 5G Advance, actually. We need to start matching 5G Advance, because right now we got 5 carrier aggregation on an X75. 5 carrier aggregation. So you need that on the tower. And then next year's phone, the X80, is going to have 6 carrier aggregation and 10 carrier on millimeter wave. Right now, the X75 can do 10 carriers for millimeter wave. Need Gigamimo N70. Nope, ain't going to happen. Can't have Gigamimo on them bands. They're fake 5G. Yes, I wanted to hear how much they have done in most markets. Oh, okay. What's up, Sneed? I think he fell asleep. Hey, big YouTuber, wake up. Meow. Wake up. Oh, he's not waking up. They use 2.4 gigahertz, 5 dual band mesh Wi-Fi router system. You're probably using the fake mesh. I'm sure you didn't pay the money for the real mesh like Asus has, the AI mesh. With 4 routers in different rooms in the house running off the same good speeds with good. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're running 2.4, you can do 40 megahertz. Now the 5 gigahertz depends on what you're using. If you get using Wi-Fi 6, the old system does 80 megahertz. The new system does 160. So if you get the Wi-Fi 6 with 160, yeah, you'll get some not too bad speed. You'll get half of whatever your modem does. So if your modem does a gig, you get 500. Now, if you start using Wi-Fi 7 with 320 megahertz band or channels, you can get the full gig across your phone. If you have Wi-Fi 7 on your phone and you have the Wi-Fi 7 router, you get a gig service, you can get a gig to your phone. And everybody say, well, why do I need that? Well, it just depends on if you want to get all the speed you're paying for. So let's see, we could have more bands on 2.4 if the FCC will allow channel 13. Why? Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. You know why that won't happen? What is in channel 13? You know what's in channel 13 on what on, don't you, Carlos? Uh-oh, I think he's doing a delivery. Oh, let's see. Let's go to Dish. Dishy. Yeah, good. There's Dishy nationwide. They now have a tower in all 48 states, and of course, got the roaming with AT&T on the last 2 states, Hawaii and Alaska. But now they at least got a few towers in every single state. So they got a long ways to go. A long ways to go. I don't even think Dish nationwide coverage is even equal to Sprint. Of course, we don't have a Sprint map here, but I know Sprint had more coverage in this. So I think Dish has half the coverage that Sprint had right now. And they still need to spend billions and billions of dollars. And that's all fake 5G on the map. That's not even the real stuff. So, and it's going to cost them more money because they're going to have to spend a lot of money for the software upgrade to use N77 and add that on every site. They got billions and billions and billions to go. I don't know where they're going to get their money, but I kicked you out. No, I didn't kick you out. You're in here. I didn't kick you out. No, you're actually in here right now. I see you. I see you. Let's see. Verizon is the best at deploying millimeter wave. Yep. It's going to even get better. Justin says, I don't know about Corey, but I'm in Southeast Massachusetts. AT&T is the most consistent. Southeast? South and east. Oh, down here. Oh, okay. Yeah, down here. All right. And you're talking about which? Oh, AT&T here. Let me click on AT&T. Wow, but it's still hit and miss though. AT&T's not the best. Verizon's much better. Now it depends on if they have N77 there. See, they're very limited on N77. Look, yeah. So some of these sites are only band 13, band 2, band 4 only, and yeah, that's not gonna work right yet. So AT&T, let's see what they're. Well, that's not gonna matter with AT&T because they got fake 5G everywhere. They got N77. So, all right. The Southwest gets good coverage. The terrain is not bad. Yeah, the nice thing about the Southwest too is you got no trees, no foliage, so that helps with the signal go further. Okay, there's that link there. Man, I'll eventually catch up in the chat. Man, I still got 20 people. Gosh, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I wasn't going to plan on staying on here this long, but that's okay. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream in a while, so. Also experienced this. Crazy. Oh, I answered already. Okay, right. Use the search bar. Yeah, we did that on Friday, last week for you. Remember? Yep. T-Mobile is king here now. Oh, really? T-Mobile's king now there in rural Pennsylvania. AT&T lost the crown. Holy crap! As of today. Oh wow.
Well, what do you think about AT&T?
We need some speed tests, Josh. We need to see. We need to go out there and do some speed testing there and show us the difference between AT&T and T-Mobile. Show us that Skunky is doing better. T-Mobile is like Verizon, and AT&T had a baby here. Oh boy.
Transport to HJ.
Dish is the new T-Mobile, but with good roaming.
We got one in transport to HJ.
Yep, HJ.
Copy.
Verizon is like AT&T, the new AT&T with coverage, and Verizon took the old place. Yeah. Oh no. Bad son. What? Oh my god, you crazy. AT&T used to suck here, so Verizon current last place in reliability despite the fastest speed. Oh, guy. Yeah, but if T-Mobile could stop getting hacked, that would be great. Yes, that's right. All right, let's go back and see if you guys post any more questions on the question. You got any more questions for the question answer? Okay, here. Let's see if we got any more questions here. Or if you want us to take you somewhere on the map and show you something here. All right, let's see what questions we got here, Corey. Oh, check Cape Coral for all 3 carriers. Okay, let me go back and do that. So, Cape Coral. And don't forget Cape Coral. I guess that's what you're talking about right here. Cape Coral, Florida, right? You didn't say what state, but I'm assuming they say. Okay, so here, let's check all 3. This is LTE right here, Cape Coral. So Cape Coral's on this side. And then on this side is Fort Myers. And then, let's see. This is the suburbs, and this is Santa Barbara. This is where the hurricane hit here and wiped all this out. So I guess they're recovering from the hurricane. So, all right, so here. So there's some neighborhoods right here on AT&T that don't have no coverage at all. Right down here on the edge of these neighborhoods don't have anything. So, and look at this. Isn't that weird? You got one little block with no signal. That means there's something blocking the signal. And where did it? I mean, the signal falls off sharply. I mean, sometimes it goes from green, which is 80, minus 80, and it drops off to 0. So that's crazy. All right, so then here's T-Mobile. Wow. If you live in this area through the center here, and you're not, yeah, there's a lot of holes there. So if you happen to be living next to where the towers is, you're good to go. But let's see how Verizon does. Verizon's the same way, so there must be a reason why they don't have no towers down here, down over here. I mean, I know it's close to the shore of the water and stuff, but still, you know. Oh yeah, let's see how Dishy's doing there. Dishy. Well, Dishy's not quite ready there. Dishy's no service, except for up here. But wow, look at that site. Oh, there must be a couple sites there. There has to be. Yeah, that means there must be a site right over here. There's probably 2. There's probably one right here, one here, one here. Maybe 3. That's kind of weird. That neighborhood is really hammering with Dishy. Same there. That one here too. Oh, here's a Walmart. A neighborhood Walmart. That's probably why they put there. So. But yeah, they're actually building this out pretty good here. There's still a lot of places not covered yet. Look at this tower. This one's a high tower. This dish, that's probably up about 300 foot high. Because look at the range on this thing. Look at that. That's quite the circle there. That's definitely on a 300 foot tower right there. Yep, it's probably right here. Oh yeah, big tower. So there's that area. There's T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. Oh, that's 5G. Okay, here, let me switch it back to LTE. Okay, so there's LTE. I so can't wait until LTE is gone and fake 5G is gone and it's just only 5G. It's going to be so much nicer. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good for LTE. Yeah, so in Cape Coral, I would say AT&T's got the best coverage. Yep. They got the best signal. AT&T wins. Yep. AT&T's first. Verizon's second. T-Mobile's third. Now, when you switch to 5G, which you don't know if it's fake or not, This is including fake 5G. AT&T, that's fake 5G too. And that's Verizon. So Verizon does have N77 on these towers here. Unless they happen to have N5 turned on and they don't have N77 on it. So that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I hate about this map is it don't show the difference between fake 5G and real 5G. There's your Cape Coral. So any other questions before I close the question session on here? I guess that's it. Still got 21 people. You guys are not very chatty right now. So I guess that's all the questions. Well, if you get any more questions, we can enter. You can just say it in chat at this point. Okay, so we're going to end that. Confirm. There we go. All right, let's go back over here. Yeah, Austin said, Verizon rebuilt everything. Fort Myers Beach plus Santa Barbara have full N77 doing 1 gig plus. Oh, nice. Yeah, it helps when it's all brand new stuff too, yeah. Just built their network in 3 years. Sprint built theirs in 25 to 30. Yep, that is a true statement there. You got to give discredit with the money they had and what they did to do a nationwide 5G fake 5G network. It's pretty amazing. Verizon is weird in Louisiana. New Orleans, Baton Rouge is good, but coverage is terrible around Alexandria. Yeah, that's because Alexandria, Pineville, and Deville is not flat. It goes from flat terrain to hilly terrain, and that's why. I used to live in Louisiana. That's how I know. Dish is impressive considering they started building in early 2021. Yep, for sure. All right, so there we go. We've been live for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm ready to go make me some food. I'm gonna go upstairs, make some food. But I wanted to come on here and do a Friday night live stream and show you guys some coverage maps, do a question answer, and all that kind of stuff. And we're gonna talk about 5G Advanced on Tuesday night. We'll have Zero Cool in here with us, so maybe we'll have Carlos too. Maybe we'll have Carlos.
Yeah, probably.
The big YouTuber. We'll probably have the big YouTuber Sneed Mobile Tech in here on Tuesday night too. So there you go, guys. Well, you got your live stream on a Friday night. It's Mr. Gilgamesh couldn't do his live stream tonight. So he probably had probably practice for his daughter or something like that. He probably reason why he couldn't do it, or he had to work at the bakery, or something come up. But he usually does live streams on Friday nights, so the big YouTuber does pretty good. At least get you guys a few live streams a week and all that stuff. So there you go. Good night, Josh. My son. Stay out of trouble. Yeah. Don't take the red pill. Take the blue pill. All right, everybody. We'll see ya Tuesday night for the big 5G Advanced Release 19 live stream. Got some really cool stuff to show you, for sure. All right, thanks for tuning in. I think at one time we had like 23 people in here. That's a pretty good crowd. Of course, a lot of people are not used to me, live streaming anymore. So, but once everybody gets the word out and they see it, then they'll start tuning back in and everything. One of these days, maybe I'll be a big YouTuber like SMT and Carlos, but I'm trying to get there. All right, see you guys Tuesday night. Have a good night. Get the thumb over here. See ya.
All right, good night.
Yeah, buy me a coffee.